Welcome guys, this is going to be the first episode in a series I've wanted to do for a long time where I basically just sit down and I tell a story. I think this is going to be the type of video I can look back on in 2 years and be like, yep, that video wasn't complete trash from a certain point of view. But I haven't made it for this long because I originally wanted to animate it, but the problem with making an animation is that it requires time and talent. I don't have either of those things, so I ran into difficulty, but I'm going to do what I think I saw Sky Williams doing, where basically you do gameplay, and then you put pictures over the gameplay. It's pretty complicated. You'll see. Enjoy the video. Today, I'm going to tell you guys a story from when I was 9 years old. You see, I used to play this game called Roblox, and the thing is, Roblox, it wasn't really a game, it was more of a platform with thousands, and I do mean thousands, of user-generated minigames. And I really only remember playing like 2 of these games, because the thing you have to understand about these games is that most of them were terrible because they were generated by the community, and the community was mostly like 7 and 8-year-olds. I was a proud 9-year-old at the time. No one really knew how to make a good game. Every once in a while you'd find a gem made by some prodigy 16-year-old programmer or something, and I found 2 of those and I loved them. I played them non-stop, and today I'm going to be talking about the Harry Potter themed one. It was honestly insane, but the one problem I had with it, I was really good at it, but the one problem I had was there wasn't any action because no one wanted to fight. I mean, the only thing everyone wanted to do was roleplay, and why would you roleplay if you're playing a video game specifically designed to eliminate the whole role thing and make you actually play the game? But these are 7 and 8-year-olds, they just want to be Harry Potter. One day, I'd had enough. I decided that someone had to do something about it, and that someone was going to be me. I decided to become the villain. I became Wizard Hitler. And I already know what you're saying, Technoblade, you nerd! Why didn't you just say Voldemort? And no. I was much worse than Voldemort. You see, in the books, it's kind of like real life. If you die, that's a bad thing. And if someone steals your wand, that's kind of an act of mercy. But not in the game. The game was different. If you die, you respawn 3 seconds later, no one cares. But if someone steals your wand, your life is over. Without a wand in the game, you can't do anything. So, like, the scariest thing to hear is just some nerd screaming, and then suddenly your wand is gone, your dreams are gone, and you live out the rest of your days slowly spiraling into depression because you have nothing left to live for. No, but seriously, having someone take your wand would be like the worst possible scenario. You need to find someone to kill you so you could respawn with the wand and go back to, like, being able to play the game, but getting someone to kill you would require them to listen to basic verbal instructions, and these guys are 8 years old, so that wasn't gonna happen. And the thing about this game is that not only was everyone like 7 and 8, so they didn't have any aim at all, so I could pretty much walk over them. They also really didn't have any spells, so if someone tried to fight back, they'd be like, Wingardium Leviosa, and I'd like lift gently in the air if they hit their spell, which is not something that happened often, and then I'd just look at them and just be like, Reducto, and I'd nuke them from orbit. But one day something was different. I came across this random guy, and I stole his wand, and he looked up at me like, bro, why'd you take my wand? And I'm like, because I felt like he, dude, give me my wand. No. And he's like, but how am I going to be Harry Potter if I don't have magic? And I just looked at him and I'm just like, you're not a wizard, Harry. And I walked off, and that guy's life was ruined. So Harry Potter here, determined to get revenge against Wizard Hitler, decides that he's going to form a mob. And forming a mob was really easy for him because, believe it or not a lot of people liked me after I stole most of their wands. So one day this mob finds me, and when I say mob, I mean like 8 guys, because you know how hard it is to organize 7 and 8-year-olds? It's basically impossible. I'm surprised he got like a whole 8 guys. And we have an epic showdown. And it was super, I'm kidding, I destroyed them. It wasn't even close. Like half of them didn't even have wands. I wonder why. Another half of them couldn't aim. So I just tore these guys to shreds until the only guy left was Harry Potter. At the time, Harry Potter didn't even have a wand, so I was looking at this guy like, sup? What could you possibly do to me? And this guy straight up pulls out a sword. Like, I don't know how he got a sword. Maybe there's a shop. Maybe there's a secret somewhere. He just straight up pulls out a sword. And it's just like, I'm gonna kill you with the sword of Gryffindor. So he rushes at me and I completely destroy him because he has a sword. I have magic. I am Wizard Hitler. You can't take me on with a sword. What are you thinking? So I take his sword. I kill him. I go on with my life. But this was not the last I would be seeing of Harry Potter. So later that day, I'm just walking along the Hogwarts hallways. I have like 30 wands in my backpack. It is a good day to be Wizard Hitler when suddenly I see someone, and guess who it is? It's Harry Potter. He is not in a good mood right now. He has spent this entire time hunting me down, and he ain't messing around. He yells out in the chat, Expelliarmus! And my wand flies out of my hand, and he has my wand. There's nothing I can do. All is lost. When suddenly, I remember, Oh, right, I have like 50 wands in my backpack. This doesn't matter. And it's just Christmas for Harry Potter right now. He's just in the chat like, yeah, get destroyed, dude. How does it feel? I'm not so freaking nice taking other people's wands. And that's when I didn't say anything back. I just casually took out a second wand. And he just looks at me blankly, and then suddenly he just yells, Expelliarmus! And he takes my wand, and there's like this brief moment of silence, and he goes back to town, yeah, get destroyed, and I take out a third wand. Harry Potter, who's probably around 8 years old, doesn't really realize how dead he is. So I take out a fourth wand. He keeps yelling, Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Taking more wands from me. I don't care. I have so many of these things. I've been taking them from people all day. I have spares. So he keeps disarming me. I'm not fighting back. This is hilarious for me, because this guy is sort of like, Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! And I like so many wands. I've been taking them from people all day. I'm Wizard Hitler. And finally, I run out of wands, and he's just like, are you out of wands? Please tell me you're out of wands. And I'm just like, yeah, dude, I'm out of wands. You got me. And he's like, how does it feel? And that's when I pulled out the sword of Gryffindor. And I just see a brief look of confusion on his face when he realizes that I stole the sword from him and I still had it. And he just goes, you can't use the sword of Gryffindor, you're in Ravenclaw! And I cut his head off. The moral of the story to be learned here is that when I get bored, I do mean things to other people. Well, I do that anyways. All the time. You get the idea. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, tell your mom, tell your dog, put posters of me all over your school. I don't care. I'm really desperate for subscribers. So, leave a like, leave a comment. I don't know. See you guys next time. Bye.